Love does not begin and end the way we seem to think it does.
Iniisip ko, mas okay siguro ang buhay ko kung hindi na lang ako pumunta dito. Hindi ako mapupersang makibagay sa mundong ayaw naman sa akin.
And loving you has felt like a battle, like a war where we fight each other and fight for each other.
Pero binago mo isip ko. Pinaniwala mo kung pwede kong itaya ang puso ko sa'yo.
And I never thought I'd love you, but I did. I have. I do. Binasag mo ko at lahat ng paniniwala ko tungkol sa sarili ko. At sa pagkawasak ko, nabuo ulit ako.
Kaya isa lang ang laging tanong ko. Paano kung hindi ko nalang binago ang buhay ko?
Let's go po! Opening!
The first person who told me I should enter this industry, hindi siya sinabi, more of na-influence po ako ng tito ko kasi he does commercials. So nag-VTRs ako, as in hundreds of VTRs I attended, and parang I think those were the hardest times for me kasi I used to line up 100 kaming nakapila and sobrang tiyaga ko nung naghihintay ako.
I would join my mom sa set and I would see how hardworking they were, how much of a task it was to be in front of the camera. You know, the whole idea of shooting something, hindi siya salang lang.
Sabi nila, no, you can't balance because you're doing school and at the same time you're doing this industry. Paano? Pero sabi ko, no, I can balance both. I think I can live the best of both worlds.
I always hope that maybe one day I could have the same impact on people because I'd see the impact they'd have. However, I never really thought that it could be a possibility na pwede ko gawing career ito.
Since yun, baguhan pa lang naman ako din. Parang kinakabahan ako. And up to this day, kinakabahan pa rin ako every time I face the cameras. But I think more of the kaba, I really enjoy the fact that I make other people smile. And I really enjoy the fact that I entertain people.
When I first started doing workshops and auditions, syempre sobrang kinakabahan ako kasi sobrang bago pa ako eh. Hindi ko alam kung ano i-expect ko eh. And I know that there were eyes on me already. But not really in a good way kasi hindi pa nila alam kung sino ako, tapos kung ano ba talaga ang gagawin ko dito, mga ganun.
I was 9 years old when I started doing commercials. That time, I was with my tito, my mom, my dad. Kasi after lots of convincing, finally, napapayag ko na sila. Kasi I really enjoy it. I really enjoy it. Yung parang, okay, look at the camera, smile. Look at your left, smile. I-enjoy ko po siya.
To be honest, I didn't have expectations because I didn't know what to expect. So I was literally like a kid going to something he's so unfamiliar with. Because it's my first time shooting in front of cameras for, you know, an action movie.
And then when I saw myself sa TV, parang, uy, nagulat ako kasi syempre, di ba, I've always wanted to be there. And I'm actually there, even if commercial yun, sobrang natuwa ako. And then my friends would mention na, uy, nakita ko yung commercial mong ganyan. So I go, yay, thank you. Ganun.
And I wanted to know if I would be able to put myself in this position wherein ang dami nakatutok sa'yo. Tapos mag-iiba na rin syempre yung buhay mo. Ganun.
The production, the crew, everyone, I was so amazed. And from there on, I wanted to be more included in their world.
What's up, Hello people? Uy, may titas of Don Bell dito. Hello sa inyo. Hello, Showtime. Namiss namin
Kamusta?
kayo. Okay naman ito. Kinakabahan, excited. Kasi mamaya na yung premiere night namin.
I really didn't have an end goal yet because I wanted to first see in myself na may kaya akong gawin dito or may gusto akong gawin dito. And kaya ko talaga sa industry. I wanted to know if kaya ko talaga sa industry. Because there's so many voices, you know, so many people saying this and that.
I remember I did this vlog for my channel. I watched my previous Going Bulilit acts. While watching it, oh my gosh, ginawa ko yun. Nasakyan yung parang narampa ako, nakagown ako, gano'n. cringe siya kasi, wala lang, ganun pala. Sobrang iba na rin kasi nung atake ko sa pag-arte ngayon compared sa before.
And I remember, even on the set, hindi ko alam yung mga bagay-bagay na usually alam ng mga actors and stuff. Yeah, it was just an experience for me to like do stuff I've never done before and put myself out there as a different character, I guess, not myself.
Cringe yun. Cringe ako siguro. Napanood ko yung sarili ko ng bata ko. Pati ibang-iba na kasi yung boses ko ngayon, tas noon. Pero na-enjoy ko kasi naalala ko yung moment na sinushoot namin yun. Na how fun it was. I think a lot of those goes on social media. Such as, yun nga, mailaki raw ilong ko, ganyan. Malaki, parang tumatama daw ako, yung mga ganon.
Okay, pwede na ako mag-look sa akin yun. Kanina tinitry ko kasi may show 5 tayo. Pero ngayon pwede na ako, hindi ko kaya mag-game.
I would always think, grabe yung payat ko, no? I guess I would compare myself to my friends. I was also short. My growth spurt was really late. I think I was 5'3", to be honest. And kala ko parang hindi na ako tatangkad. So siguro yun yung insecurities ko na ako yung maliit na payat na, alam mo yun, the smaller kid out of everyone.
I think I mentioned this in one of my interviews that growing up, I had problems with eating. It was so hard for me because I never saw myself confident with my body, with the way I looked. Na I would always count my calories every day. It came to a point na I wanted to vomit.
Ang pinakaaya ko na ginagawa ni Belle, yung nagpapalipas siya ng gutom. Minsan kasi, sa trabaho, di ba, dire-diretso, nakakalimutan niyang kumain, kaya sinasabihan ko siya, ba't hindi ka pa kumakain? Ganun. Minsan nakakalimutan talaga niya.
Pag gutom siya, may times lang na I understand ko. Ganun din naman ako personally pag gutom. Hindi ako parang, wala, I'm gonna think of food all the time. And medyo nagiging cranky ako. But I find it cute. I find it cute.
Maybe it's important, I guess it's important for someone to go past his or her insecurities because the moment you stop thinking na this person's voice matters more than mine and his, then I guess that's when you win in life.
You know, by the end of the day, I think your flaws and what you think your insecurities are, that's what makes you beautiful. Those voices don't matter. I think what really matters is how you see yourself and how God sees you. Because that's where I find my identity.
Ay, kinukurot ako.
Ba't mo siya kinukurot?
Buka doon, tapos watch ka, ha?
Naku po, huwag na natin balikan yung James and Pat and Dave. Sobrang awkward natin dun, di ba?
So,
Biglaan
awkward.
yun eh. Biglaan yung James and Pat and Dave na sa dulo, di ba?
Oo, biglaan.
Biglaan yun. So, when Belle arrived, I remember nandun kami sa Zambales. Biglaan na lang pumasok ka. Tapos, yun yung first eksena natin na medyo awkward na.
Awkward. Tapos, inabutan pa kita ng panyo.
Kasi umiyak ako ng ganun.
Ayan.
Tapos ang pangalan mo rin doon, Pat, di ba?
Pat. Yeah, Pat. Tapos siya, from Dave, naging Dave. Oh,
From Dave, naging Dave.
Dave nga. Yun, ang awkward na.
Pero mabait naman si Belle.
Naman? Grabe ka naman.
Hindi, mabait
siya
siya,
nga hindi
mabait
ko pinapansin.
Ay,
Joke
grabe.
lang. Hindi, mabait siya.
Okay naman.
Yeah.
Ganun talaga, I think, pag first time na magka-work.
I'm Dave.
Trish.
Alam mo, natatakot ako sa'yo. Siga ka. Mas siga ako.
Actually, I didn't know at first. I think that time I found out, I was inside the washroom with Melly pa nga eh. Tapos they were congratulating me. Tapos sabi ko, ha? Bakit? For what? Tapos biglang, didn't you know you're gonna do... Look test na yun ha. Look test ko na. Look test nag-sink in sa akin na ayaw nga.
Actually, I remember Inang asking me, how do you find that audition naman with you and Belle? I was like, great. It looks like she's fun to work with. It looks like, we could come up with something that could be hopefully nice. And I didn't know yet at that time na final yung David Max na tayo.
Yeah.
Kasi nung nag-screen test or audition tayo, wala naman kaming alam din ulit
Awkward. Yeah.
sa style ng isa. Tsaka ako medyo closed doors pa ako eh. As an actor, parang ayoko munang buksan yung mga hindi kailangan buksan. I was scared.
Yeah.
Not really vulnerable with you, with Direk yet. If you could see like our body language, very awkward.
And then, I remember when we did our auditions, kailangan ko siyang kwelyuhan. Tapos hindi ko magawa. Kasi nga, awkward pa.
Yeah. Pero nung time na yun, siguro mas makakwelyuhan mo. Kasi sobrang payat ko, tapos mukha tayong totoy na yun.
In love na siya.
Talaga?
Mm.
The time when He's Into Her was released, and I got a lot of backlash, got a lot of negative comments. Siyempre, may times na medyo parang nawawalan ako ng gana, na parang nade-demotivate ako. But then, I worked so hard for this. Diba? I attended auditions after auditions, go-sees after go-sees. And yun nga, there also came a time wherein naghihintay ako na magkaroon ng project. And now that it's being given to me, why not take that opportunity? Because it's my dream that I'm living, not theirs. Yeah. So, and yung siguro yung mga comments nila na parang, hindi, you can't do that, ganyan, di mo kaya. Na-motivate ako lalo na mas gawin yung best ko. Na mas patunayan na kaya kong gawin yung binibigay sa akin opportunity. Feeling ko hindi personal more of pag nadadamay na yung mga taong mahal ko. Like my family, it's just hard. Like parang anong kinalaman nila dito, di ba? Yun po yung parang pinaka-kirot sa akin. Woo! Okay. Ano ka ba? Sisi. Ayun. Tas I think it's hard kasi, I mean, they're not the ones in front of the camera. They're not in this position. Especially when it comes to like my upbringing. Okay. Direk, huwag niyo to sama. Joke lang.
Hindi kasi ako magaling sa chemistry sa school, so dito na lang po.
Galing na.
Hindi, ano ba? Siguro, hindi ko alam, every time na tinatanong kami ng bakit
About
kaya
chemistry.
okay yung chemistry niyo, ano kaya yung rason kung bakit iba kayo?
We're
Parang-
just ourselves.
I think the main thing is we're just here to support each other, really, at the end of the day. And we want to push each other to his or her limits.
To grow.
And to even step outside that comfort zone. And, you know, as an actor, I think that's where the magic happens. Once you step out of that line
Yeah.
and choose to do stuff you've never done before.
I think a big factor as well is trust.
Yeah.
You trust your partner.
So when you trust each other and the support is there, that's where the chemistry really
Chemistry.
flows.
Yeah.
Alam naman namin lahat kung ano yung pinapasukan namin na ganun kalaki yung trust na binigay nila sa amin to lead the big series of He's Into Her. And of course, during this time, nung nag-start kami, may prangkisa pa, wala pang pandemic, ang daming okay sa buhay. We didn't know what to expect. Siyempre, hindi naman natin alam na sa next year, ganito karami magiging problema ng lahat. Pero, ayun, siguro just the fact that we still chose to just focus on, you know, the show, doing our best. The evolving comes with like,
Experiences.
yeah,
As well.
that evolvement really, and the maturity came with all those problems and
Yes.
experiences we faced.
Yeah, I think it's a big factor that you go through stuff in order for you to grow.
And we did
You have
go
to-
through a lot of stuff.
You have to fall para makatayo ka. Yeah. I agree. Never received an award that I went on stage and I'm gonna do my speech, and now it's finally happening, and for it to be held in Korea, grabe, it's super grateful, and I just want to thank everyone who supported me. Maraming salamat to everyone who voted for me. I wouldn't be here without you guys.
At kanina, natanggap na ni Belle ang kanyang Outstanding Asian Star Award. Kasama niya sa stage ang Korean idol na si Kang Daniel at Yusei Yagi ng Japan. Pinasalamatan ni Belle ang lahat ng
Nag-sink in siya
bumuo
sa akin
ng He's
lalo.
Into Her.
after our lock-in. Kasi that time, nasa lock-in ako eh. And then I flew to Korea and then I went back straight to lock-in. Kaya hindi pa ako, I didn't get to celebrate. But after the lock-in, doon ko na celebrate lahat. Like, finishing the movie and then winning that award as well. And it was truly humbling. Like, ever since I've been wanting to win an award. And it's my first time to actually receive an award on stage pa and being held in Korea. It's a moment I'll cherish forever.
That's the first of many, like I said. We were watching from lock-in actually kasi, and I remember just feeling the vibe of like how everyone was so proud of her from afar during our shoot. We were all talking about it. Ang ganda ng suot ni Belle. It's nice to see her walking that red carpet. Diba?
Even if I fell.
You fell ba?
Yeah. By the end of the court. Okay lang, hindi na nahagat ng camera.
Ah, hindi ba? But you got back up again. Just like how you always do. So, ayun, alam naman niya na I'm here to support her. And believe in her. Kasi, kaya pa niya. Kaya pa niya. Yeah, the Men Who Matter Award, when it was given to me, syempre sobrang na-appreciate ko yun. Sobrang grateful ako. Because it's still a recognition that, you know, you look back to and you try to imagine what you had to do to get there and just everything you've gone through, all the experiences that made you who you are today. Behind me is an entire group of people who helped me grow better. So, I guess if I were to dedicate it to anyone, it would be them and of course God and my family and of course you. Kasi men won't matter if it isn't for the women who push them to.
Wow. I'm so proud of him. I really am. You say you don't deserve the recognition. Well, I think you do because you're someone who matters. And I think you've been inspiring a lot of people. And a lot of people really do look up to you. And I'm one of them. You're a man of integrity.
3 years, di naman 4. Huwag natin gawin 4. After 3 years of not being able to go to the cinemas, after 3 years of not showing any Star Cinema film, grabe, for the first time mapapanood natin ang Star Cinema film. And it's celebrating its 30th anniversary din. Siyempre super grateful that this was given to us. And we're just gonna cherish this moment and be grateful for everything that's happening now.
Siyempre, sobrang excited but at the same time kinakabahan din. Parang ito yung warm-up namin bago pumunta dun. Kaya maraming salamat guys. Kaya yung parang, okay guys, ito na. Showing na yung movie tomorrow. So, yeah, I don't know what to expect to be honest. I just really hope people enjoy the movie and that people start going out in cinemas again and support Filipino films. That's the most important thing.
For me, I think from the very start I entered the industry, there's always pressure. But it's not always bad. It's actually good because I use it as fuel and I use it as something that will just push me to give my best and to give my all for those who supported me. Diba? And there will always be pressure, but it's a matter of placing it as something that would help you and push you do better.
Siyempre, pag nagtitrend sila, tapos nagpapakita silang gilas online, kailangan din namin magpakita ng gilas sa sarili naming trabaho. Sobrang naming na-appreciate yung mga supporters namin. It's really nice to see even them uplifting each other. And I hope we can continue to do that, you know, spreading positivity. I know there's also a lot of toxicity online and we love them and care for them so much. If what we do is bounded by the root of love, then we're in the right path.
Ano ba yan? Pinapayak mo naman ako? Hindi kasi ang daming sad moments Especially pandemic. Sorry, umiyak ako. Ang layo mo sa family mo, sa partner mo. Tapos ang hirap ng work, hindi ka makalabas. Sobrang nag-breakdown ka talaga. Sorry, umiyak ako. Ang artist. Sorry na. Pero sobrang love ko yung Don Bell kasi nga, they saved me from anxiety. So, yun.
They're a big factor.
Hindi namin ma-feel yung moment kung wala yung supporters na.
Yeah, they're a big factor. And it's true what I say na we wouldn't be here without them.
Actually, they are the premiere night.
Yeah.
Kasi kung pumunta kami doon, tapos walang tao, hindi premiere night yun.
It's their celebration.
Screening yun. Screening natin yun.
It's their celebration.
It's a celebration of all of us together. It's a joint effort. Di lang naman kami yung nagtrabaho ng sobra. Sila rin naman eh. Malaki din yung efforts nila. Yung paggawa ng banners, posters, placards, lahat ng ginagawa ng fans para lang sa amin lahat. And for them as well, you know, because they really love doing it as well with each other. I really see the joy
Yeah,
when they're
plus they
together.
meet new friends
Yeah,
too,
when you
diba?
see na nagiging parang pamilya
Pamilya
sila.
sila.
It's so nice to see, especially when they're all together and just that energy they bring na we're coming here as one and we're all
It's like we
we're all
became,
here for one purpose, which is to enjoy the movie together.
Plus they became a family, really.
Well, earlier, we were doing an MV shoot. Since we just got back from the US, I feel like now everything's just sinking in na just in 5 days. We're gonna have our premiere na. And then it's like after, for so long, we're gonna meet, a lot of people here. And I'm just so excited kasi abangan nila, they'll get what they deserve.
Yeah, saya. It's nice to be back mall shows. We miss them and we're so excited to see them.
They are a new breed talaga, a new and rare breed of artists who are so natural, so authentic, and so energetic, but they're just being real. Ganyan lang sila, and I love it kasi they are very real, down to earth, very humble, and I just love their energy so much. And they are very professional at such a young age. And I know it's because Belle has been working since she was young on Go and Bulilit. And then Donnie, of course, comes from a very well-known showbiz family as well. So he grew up in this industry. Kaya you can see that they are both very professional, but they know how to have fun.
Kahit na matanda na ako, kinikilig ako sa kanila. At saka ang galing ni Bella at saka si Don. Magaling silang mag-arte. Yun nga, kaya idol ko sila. Kahit na matanda na kami, sabi ko sa kapatid ko, tara punta tayo sa Marquee. Sabi kong gano'n, darating si Don at saka si Belle. Sabi kong gano'n.
Ayan, bumati ka ulit sa mga kapamilya natin na nandito ngayon.
Grabe kayo!
Pampanga.
Kaluguran na ka, Pampanga!
Yung Don Bell po kasi hindi lang sila basta pakilig lang eh. Hindi lang sila yung pa-showbiz. Sila yung love team na makikita mo na genuine talaga sa isa't isa. Tsaka yung influence na, yung mga words of wisdom nila. Yung napakagaling po talaga ng mindset ng Don Bell. Kaya napaka-good influence nila sa mga kabataan. Kaya kung sa inyo, kung mai-stand ko yung love team, Don Bell na yan, di ba?
Sana we're able to move people. I think the more we think about kasi numbers and like, will people, I don't know, like this part, this scene, this stuff, it gets super technical. At the end of the day, there'll always be pressure. But we did our best, and the whole team did our best. So I think part of this is trusting everyone as well.
Trusting
in
the
whole team.
process.
In Star Cinema, in ABS, in the crew. Just trusting it that, we created something magical, hopefully, and sana makita ng mga supporters at
kahit
Ng
mga
mga
hindi
tao.
fans, mga tao, yung magic sa ginawa namin.
Yeah, of course, there will always be pressure. Not just with this movie, but in every project we do.
Yeah, there's always
Yeah,
a different type of pressure.
But like what he said, hopefully by the end of this course, we are able to articulate that message we want to send to them.
Mhm.
Yeah, the whole moral of the story.
We also hope more people will fall in love with Filipino-made films. I think that's also very important.
Sa isang pangarap, naranasan na natin lahat ng inconvenience. Okay lang yan.
Wow.
I'm in the
Nato.
pursuit of happiness and I know everything is
I was just once a girl, a little girl who was dreaming for all of this, for just watching myself in the cinemas or just appearing on the TV. And it's never too late to dream. It's never too late to achieve your dreams. And yeah, never stop believing in yourself.
Mm-hmm. Darating at darating din ang panahon mo. Just be patient, your time will come. And in the meantime, never settle.
Thank you so much for being here. I hope you enjoyed the movie. Manonadi at bukas.
Thank you, Ben. Bonnie Pangilinan! And Seven
I hope what they bring after watching the whole movie is that despite all the inconveniences we have in life, we are still loved and we can still love.
Mm-hmm. One thing na gusto kong baunin nila is just because something has happened to you in the past, that doesn't necessarily mean your future will be like that. So every day is a new opportunity to love, to grow, to learn, and to just be a better version of yourself.
I hope this movie plants happiness in your life. As halaman.
Plants happiness in your life 24/7. Oh!
Donato Antonio Laksa Pangilinan. I just want to say, of course, thank you. I really enjoyed the whole journey and it became convenient because of you. So thank you so much. Thank you so much for standing by my side. Thank you so much for being the shoulder I lean onto. Thank you so much for your advices as well. And I hope this movie of ours will become a success. I know you did great. You're doing amazing. Continue to inspire people and continue to be you because you're amazing.
Unang-una, congratulations kasi nandito na naman tayo. Meron tayong bagong proyekto na ipapakita sa lahat ng tao. Ang layo na nang narating mo and this is still the beginning. I believe that. And there are so much more opportunities that will come your way. What you will show to the people, to the world, will become better and better and better throughout time. If that's even possible kasi ang galing mo na. Pero I'm happy that I get to go through this with you. And I remember this used to be something you told me before na yung pangarap mo talaga is to have a leading role, di ba? As a child, that used to always be your dream. And here you are. At again, sobrang proud ako sa'yo. So, let's do this. excited to see it with you. Alam ko, An Inconvenient Love ang title ng movie. Pero hindi inconvenient ang journey natin kasi kasama kita.
There's no other person I'd want to spend this journey with other than you.
Iba talaga ang Don Bell. Parang watching their interviews kasi you'll see how genuine they are towards each other. Even though virtual lang yan, naramdaman mo kagad yung genuineness nila eh. Tapos yung mga sagutan nila is, alam mo hindi nila pinapakagat yung fans. Kasi ikaw mismo, kahit na yung sagot nila is hindi yung ine-expect mo, mas masasatisfy ka pa rin kasi alam mo totoo sila eh. So, doon ako naging sobrang nahook sa kanila. Tipong sa Twitter, ganon, I found new friends, new family, ganon. So, ayun, nahook talaga ako ng bonggang-bongga.
Sila talaga yung naging inspiration ko, naging motivation ko, and even the positive vibes, talagang nakaka-look forward na mahalin sila, supportahan sila, and ayun, talagang cool na siya, an inspiration to everyone, and of course, for my life, happy talaga ako na nakilala ko sila. Kasi ang natural nung chemistry nila, kahit nung una ang daming bashers, parang pinagtanggol ko pa nga po sila nun eh. Yung kahit, ang cute po ng height difference nila, di ba? Tapos magtititigan pa lang po sila, ang nakakakilig na gano'n.
Dahil nga may pinagdadaanan yung buong mundo, alam naman natin pandemic, tapos parang naging source sila ng happiness, lalo na yung mga fan ng book, tapos fan nung dalawa. Kaya siguro pumatok siya kasi yung ganong feeling ng kilig, nung saya, parang pambawi siya dun sa nararanasan nating uncertainty nung mga panahon na yun.